Have you ever wondered what the largest non-nuclear explosion in history was? It happened right here in Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1917. You might picture a battlefield or a weapons testing site, but the setting for this event was nothing of the sort. It was an ordinary crisp December day when the French cargo ship SS Mont Blanc, heavy with a lethal cocktail of high explosives, made its way into the narrowest part of Halifax harbor. On the same waters, the Norwegian vessel SS Imo was setting course, oblivious to the imminent danger. The stage was set for an unforeseen collision that would sear itself into the annals of history. The two vessels, locked in a deadly tango, collided. The impact, though seeming minor, proved dire. It was the spark that would light the fuse of the disaster to come. In the moments that followed, the city of Halifax held its breath. On the morning of December 6, 1917, the world shook. The air was filled with a deafening roar as the SS Mont Blanc detonated in a blinding flash of light. It was an explosion of such magnitude that it was heard hundreds of miles away. The force of the blast unleashed a shockwave, flattening buildings and shattering windows, leaving a 2-square-kilometer area of Halifax in ruins. Then, as if the destruction wasn't enough, a tsunami followed in the wake of the explosion. A 15-meter-high wave rushed towards the devastated city, swallowing streets and adding to the chaos and destruction. The city was left unrecognizable, a landscape of rubble and debris, with an estimated 2,000 lives lost and thousands more injured or displaced. The scale of the disaster was immense, leaving a scar on the city that would take years to heal. A city leveled, lives lost, and a world shocked. The Halifax explosion was a catastrophe like no other. In the wake of devastation, the people of Halifax began to pick up the pieces. The immediate aftermath was marked by courageous rescue efforts, as local citizens and emergency personnel worked tirelessly to pull survivors from the rubble. But the scale of the disaster was so immense, it required a response that stretched beyond city limits, even beyond national borders. Enter Boston, a city almost 600 miles away. The Boston Red Cross and the Massachusetts Public Safety Committee rallied, sending aid and relief workers to the beleaguered city. Supplies, medical assistance, and a wave of volunteers flowed into Halifax, a testament to the power of human compassion in times of crisis. This international aid effort not only helped Halifax recover, but it also forged a strong bond between the two cities, a bond commemorated each year with the gifting of a Christmas tree to Boston. The city was down, but not out, and with help from friends near and far, Halifax began to rebuild. The Halifax explosion left scars on the city and its people, but it also brought about change. The devastating event served as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of industrial cargo ships and the necessity for stringent safety regulations. In its wake, significant improvements were made in emergency preparedness and disaster management, shaping the way we respond to crises today. The explosion also forged an unbreakable bond between Halifax and Boston. The swift and generous aid from the Boston Red Cross and the Massachusetts Public Safety Committee in the aftermath of the disaster was a beacon of hope in Halifax's darkest hour. This bond, celebrated by the annual Christmas tree gifted to Boston, is a heartfelt token of gratitude. The Halifax explosion undeniably left an unforgettable mark on Canadian and world history. From the ashes of the explosion, a stronger, more resilient Halifax emerged, forever marked by the day the world shook in 1917.